Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be unto you. Dear brothers and sisters, today we shall be talking about conflict management in Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O you who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to God, even as against yourselves or your parents or your kins, and whether it be against rich or poor. For God can best protect both. Follow not the eagerness of your hearts, lest you change direction to the worst, to distort justice or decline to do justice. Verily, God is well acquainted with all that ye do. Surah An-Nisa, verse number 135. Dear brothers and sisters, we all know that management of peace is very important issue. Mismanagement of peace results in conflict. Finding errors to correct in managing peace would end the conflict. The might is right is in the concept of the wrong, by which the powerful resort to force and impose their will upon the weak. Therefore, Islam advocates living in peace with God, the Creator and Lord of all that exists. The core value of Islam is seeking peace within our own selves, living in peace with other human beings, in peace with our surroundings and environment in its entirety. All conflicts, whether they are interpersonal or within the family and community or national and international, disturb this relationship of peace. Islam also recognizes great diversity within human beings. We come from different backgrounds and traditions. This richness is a gift from our Creator, Lord Almighty Allah. It is very much apparent within the worldwide Muslim community. However, despite the elements of diversity among Muslims, the Muslims are better guided to demonstrate unity in one God, unity in the last messenger Prophet Muhammad, and unity in the last testament Quran. Dear brothers and sisters, diversity means we should be able to tolerate, integrate, and amalgamate commonalities with other groups to live in peace within our community and with our fellow citizens in Canada. This would serve the Canadian Charter of Rights, and it would be an important path to live by example in diversity. Thus, Canadian Muslims must demonstrate a model community for the plurality that constitutes Canada. Such is the greatest Canadian value to demonstrate to the divergent world of today. Any element of extremism among individuals would require immediate reformation, counseling, and preventive measures, even with the help of law enforcement agencies before a conflict from such angle erupts in our society. The essential lesson for this plurality is to divulge in dialogue, collaborate, cooperate, and develop a real healthy understanding of one another. This is the first essential step for living in peace, resolving all conflicts encountered here and abroad. Let us remember as Muslims that engaging in dialogue, negotiating, compromising, and resolving our differences peacefully would lead us to prosperity spiritually, physically, economically, and more important is the acceptability by the mainstream Canadian population. While the journey of peace is lucrative for the benefit of humankind, yet peace is intimately tied with justice in its Islamic understanding. You cannot achieve one without the other pertaining to the psyche of some who do not share. And to some wishing to snatch your rights, and to some not letting others live in peace. Legitimate grievances of the affected party must be addressed if real and essential peace is to be achieved, and laterally, peace and law enforcement agencies should get supportive hands from Muslims in achieving national integrity and in the maintenance of law and order. Ultimately, continual efforts would maintain peace constantly for the benefits of all Canadians without prejudice. Dear brothers in Islam, dear brothers, sisters, and my friends, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he urged to his companions, be mindful of God, listen and obey your ruler, even if he is an Abyssinian slave. After I am gone, you will see great conflict. I urge you to adhere to the tradition of Muhammad. I urge you to adhere to the path of your rightful rulers and cling stubbornly to it, and beware of newly invented matters, for every innovation is going off track. وأقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله ربي من كل ذنب وأتوب إليه.